Hey guys, I'm a plant-based Tyler substitute made with mung beans, and doing something a little different this week. Normally I share with you underground short films that you probably haven't seen or that I just discovered, but I know a lot of you haven't seen the canonical classics of underground and experimental film, so I was thinking this week I will share with you the 10 classic essential underground shorts that you need to see if you want to be one of the cool kids. And right away I'm gonna make people mad with a controversial selection of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared from 2011. This is a surrealist horror take on a children's puppet show that went viral on YouTube and generated much discussion about its meaning. I think it deserves mention here for demonstrating just what a web-based short film can achieve. And next I've selected La Jetée, a grim sci-fi film from France that is famous for telling its time travel tale entirely in these black and white still images. And then there is Food by the great Jan Schwenkmeyer, a bizarre stop-motion animation featuring absurdist scenes of people eating surrealist meals. And next is Mothlight, a film by Stan Brakhage that is made by pressing moth wings and grass and other natural objects directly onto film to create these dancing blizzards of shapes and patterns. I've also selected Neighbors, a Canadian Oscar winner. It animates live-action stills of two neighbors fighting over a flower as a kind of metaphor for the absurdity of war. And next is Asparagus, a colorful psychedelic animation featuring highly symbolic fantastical images that ponder the nature of womanhood. And of course there's Inauguration of the Pleasure Dome, a mystical occultish film where mythological figures engage in strange rituals in a manner very reminiscent of a ballet. And there's one of my favorites, World of Tomorrow, a charming stick figure animation sci-fi comedy that transmits existential musings via a little girl being visited by her future adult clone. And that brings us to Meshes of the Afternoon, a feverish, dreamlike film they show in just about every film class, where a woman wanders in a ballet-like manner through a strange landscape, encountering a hooded figure and different versions of herself. It's really arguably the Citizen Kane of short films. And last but not least, of course, is Un Chien Andalou, probably the most famous experimental film of all time. This silent surrealist comedy was done by none other than Luis Buñuel and Salvador Dali, and features a string of seemingly random, deliberately provocative sequences, including the famous eyeball slicing scene, as well as other sacrilegious and sexual images. It's a classic. You've probably seen it already, I'm 90% sure. So please give yourself a score on a scale from totally lame to super awesome geek master, and I will post another film next week for you to watch. And I will try to include some links to the films that are available online, and I'll see you later. Being able to talk properly.